You stare at a blinking cursor on a blank page. For a lot of people, that is like pure panic, like a test you haven't studied for.
Oh, it is incredibly intimidating, just you and, a giant wall of white space.
Right, but if you flip your perspective, that blank space isn't a test at all, it's potential.
Welcome to this deep dive into the latest Wrotham School newsletter. Our mission today is to uncover some amazing opportunities for you students in years 7 through 13.
Yeah, we have some brilliant stuff to get through.
We really do. But first, let's just clear the admin deck with a super fast work experience update. Ready?
Go for it.
Okay, log your placements on Moresby under the Progress tab. Employers absolutely must have liability insurance. For years 8 to 10, your placement day is July 10th. Year 12s, your WINT is June 29th to July 3rd. If you get stuck, just email Mrs. Hollinshead. Done.
Perfect. That was fast. And whether you're stepping into those work placements next month or, just thinking about your future, there's one critical tool you're going to rely on everywhere you go, which brings us right back to that blank page.
Exactly, and specifically writing.
Yeah, with National Writing Day coming up on June 24th, this is front and center.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of think of writing as the underlying operating system for life. You need it to fire off a quick WhatsApp message, and you need it to construct a history essay.
That is a great way to put it. And the newsletter highlights a pretty stark reality. Apparently, 1 in 3 children leave primary school without essential writing skills.
Wait, really? 1 in 3?
Yeah, so that operating system is glitching early on for a lot of people.
I get that, but I feel like I have to ask the obvious question here. Why stress over building this skill when AI can just churn out a 5-paragraph essay or a news article in, like, 2 seconds?
The AI elephant in the room. Well, the Forbes article in the sources tackles this directly. AI writing is highly mechanical. It can pull data and format it perfectly, but it lacks the warmth.
The actual human element.
Right, the nuance and the authenticity that humans rely on to build trust, it just can't sound like you.
So the human voice still matters.
More than ever, actually. And for the sixth formers listening, you can help shape how this tech is used. There's actually a government AI advisory group meeting in London every 6 weeks. They want sixth formers to tell schools and the government exactly how to approach AI in education.
That is a massive opportunity to have a say. But for everyone else listening, how do you actively build that authentic human voice right now?
Well, by treating it like a sandbox, the newsletter has a ton of active challenges you can jump into, like the Young Poets competition.
Which has a 200-pound top prize, by the way. The deadline is July 31st.
Exactly. And there's the prestigious Foyle Young Poets Award for 11 to 17-year-olds. Oh, and a Climate Change Creative Story Challenge due July 19th. Plus the Cinemagic Young Filmmaker 2026 competition closing August 3rd.
Let me stop you there, because listing competitions is one thing. But why should a Year 9 or Year 10 student spend their weekend writing a climate change story?
Because it forces you to practice the exact empathy and creativity that AI just cannot replicate. You aren't just entering a contest, you're future-proofing your brain.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's connect this to the real world. Say you found your voice. How do you turn that into a career, especially if you don't have, inside connections?
The media resources in the newsletter are absolute gold for this. Take Cameron Watson's video on landing a marketing job at Murky Books.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, he didn't wait for a job posting or use family connections. He explains how building a highly visible personal portfolio of work proved his value directly to the employer.
Showing, not just telling.
Right. And Phil Wilkinson's video does something similar for journalism. He explains that spotting an original story isn't about waiting for inspiration to strike.
It's about looking at everyday situations and just asking why.
Exactly, until you uncover the friction or the human element no one else is talking about.
That's such a great takeaway. It's all about curiosity. And if you're looking for concrete paths, there's a dedicated career guide for English degrees, an editorial assistant job profile, and entry-level marketing programs from an employer called VCCP. Bath Spa University is also in the spotlight this week if you're exploring higher education options.
There's also the 1 in 5 podcast mentioned. It's a really vital listen about navigating university with a disability, focusing on the actual mechanics of self-advocacy, like how to effectively communicate your needs.
Super important. Oh, and direct the adults in your life to the Parent's Guide to University 2026.
Definitely.
We should also mention the labor market facts. Graduates in health, medicine, engineering, and computing are in incredibly high demand right now. But here's my question. If I'm a Year 8 student who loves science, why do I care about writing?
Because blending your creative communication skills with technical knowledge makes you unstoppable. I mean, an engineer who can clearly and persuasively explain their design is the one who gets the funding and leads the team.
So the technical skill gets you in the door, but the human communication skill gets you the corner office.
Nailed it. Which leaves you with this thought to mull over. If AI eventually makes perfect grammar, perfect spelling, and perfect structure entirely free and instant,
Which is definitely happening.
right, then perfection is going to become boring. In the future, the most captivating, valuable writing might actually rely on our human imperfections, like our quirks, our weirdness, and the messy lived experiences that a machine can never have.
The imperfections are the point. So stop staring at that terrifying blank page. It's not a test, it's a playground. Go fill it up with your wonderfully imperfect voice, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.